So we're at Old Bakery Gin, Pim's Mews in Palmer's Green in North London. So this is an old historic mews. This was Tom Mace's bikes. So in here they designed the original bikes for the British Rally team. Some were in that mess, which is obviously not a mess. We've still got Christmas bunting up because we liked it. We've got obviously some bottles here. We've got some other bottles in storage. Obviously we've run down on bottles here. Someone's put their washing out. Every distillery, and remember this, it's not a distillery unless you get there and it's a bit untidy. And these are the only 3 dependable members of staff. I'll say no more than that. And we're going to make a little video. George is just bottling some more Coronation Gin. And we're going to do a little video about the Coronation Gin, but we're not going to bore you with all the stuff that's in there. Other than to say, and the only reason for saying that is it's sort of funny. There's 4 different types of lemon, 2 different types of lime, and then all the other things that you would expect to be in a gin. But the objective of the video is to talk about some of the funny things that happened when we were creating and developing this gin. And we also have...
Hello.
The wonderful Scott, who is... Follow them on Instagram. Scott, how many gins have you got?
4,003. No. It's about 2,400.
It's only 2,000.
Yeah, I wish it was 4. We'd need to take over another room if we did that.
Yeah, another property. So right, guys, none of your lies. And at any point throughout making the Coronation Gin, did Will tell us any lies? Oh, that's a George question. I'm asking you because you just lie. See how I have to talk to them?
There were a few lies involved.
Okay, so let's talk about... Don't worry, we're going to get to you, Will. Our first meeting, so everything we've done on this, and when we did a tasting, George, you led the tasting with Prince Charles, originally with Old Bakery Gin. He likes what kind of gin does he like?
A proper London dry.
Yeah, it's really simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you say neat, what did he taste? What was the first one that he tried?
He tried the Navy strength, and
57.5.
Yeah, and just didn't flinch at all. Just
he was
any.
He was like eyeball Paul. 57.7, bang, straight down. Had he done that before, George?
Yeah, he didn't make a flinch at all.
Excellent. So we've created this Coronation Gin, and we had to deliver it to the Ministry of Defence last night, which we can talk about was an absolute nightmare. But prior to that, we went to the MOD with 3 samples, didn't we? What happened at that meeting, George?
Well, we went in with 3 different samples.
Hang on, you and me. And sorry, go on, we'll get to that.
He was 15 minutes away.
Yes, 15 minutes
but
away.
they liked all 3 samples, and we went away, and there was they came back to us with one that there was the sort of most work involved, but it was secretly the one I'd hoped.
Yeah, it's the best. It was the best. It was definitely the best.
The best one, and it's completely different to Old Bakery Gin. It's got the same 4 ingredients plus an extra 19.
And I have to say, because we get in loads of trouble, get loads of bad messages on social media, no public money has gone into this at all. So going back to that meeting, so it's quite an important meeting. We're going to the MOD, we're developing a Coronation Gin, we've got 3 samples, quite an important meeting. What happened with Will?
Well, I was meant to, but I was meant to do that, but I got carried away. And then...
No, hang on, no. We phoned you and you were 15 minutes away.
Yeah, I know, but
you were 15 minutes away from Whitehall.
I know. But then I got stuck in a bit of traffic.
Well, for 2 days, because after that, how long, seriously, George, what happened?
A good 2 days.
Just to make contact.
To get 2 blue ticks on the WhatsApp.
I left you on 2 grey ticks for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
I was...
You're quite a powerful man, aren't you?
No, but I think it gets to the point where once you're maybe late after 15 minutes, it gets to the point where you've just gone past. You just to avoid
abandon ship.
Abandon ship
and just turn your phone off.
Turn around and come out.
So George, I'll let you explain. So when you make a gin,
Yeah.
we use dried botanicals.
Yeah.
Do you want to just explain why you use dried?
So you go to gin festivals and people say, I use fresh botanicals, which sounds good. There's something really good sounding about, somebody out with a wicker basket foraging for fresh botanicals.
Are you our forager?
Yeah, but I'm not going to be foraging out on the North Circular or the New River anytime soon. So the reason we go for dried, it just keeps it consistent all year round. So if we said that to you that we use fresh botanicals, it sounds great and it sounds a lot nicer than dried. Problem is, in the heat of summer, you try our gin. Come back a few months later in the winter, it'll be like two different types of gin. It won't be.
That's if we use
consistent at all.
fresh botanicals.
Yeah, if we use fresh botanicals. If we use dry botanicals, it's the same thing all the time.
It's consistent. Okay. So talking about the botanicals, I hate to say this, but Will, did you nearly get swilled at 2 o'clock in the morning?
There's some. If you ever go down to New Spitalfields Market, which is a big wholesale fruit and veg market in East London, there's some people there that are very passionate about the origins of their lemons. And
Sorry, I'm laughing because I was there. I wish I'd videoed it. So I was there. I wish I'd videoed it.
and you have to be so careful what you say, being that. I feel a bit sorry for him, bless him. But
Hang on, you nearly got swilled.
Wait, no, but
I want to swill you now.
No, we turn up, and obviously he's a bit of a connoisseur in the origins of a lemon.
Right, when you say he, what? Let's give this guy some. What was he called?
Uncle's like a long-term fruit and veg seller that's mostly been going for 40 to 50 years in the same market, and you'll go there every time and you'll see him. He'll be bartering with 20, 30 people all
At the same time. I know, it's hilarious.
He's
It's
proper
true.
going for it.
It's true. Honestly, it's not a joke. It really is. This character is real. The
And
character's real.
obviously he knows his lemons very well. We don't, and we turn up after some very specific countries of origin, and it turned into quite a heated discussion over the origins of a couple of boxes of lemons.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, by the way.
And it almost ended up with me getting a cup of tea thrown over me.
Yeah, at 2 o'clock in the morning in the cafe
Oh, don't.
in Spitalfields Market.
Don't.
Do you think he deserved to have tea thrown at him?
I felt that swilling him at certain points.
And also, when we had another meeting to discuss the label, because remember there were 4 different types of bottle design.
Yeah.
So we've got obviously the Coronation Gin with loads of little crowns on it,
And then this.
and then we've got that. Now we didn't design these; they all came from the MOD, but they had 4 designs, and obviously we went there to discuss them. That's quite an important pitch, don't you think, George? Quite an important meeting.
Yeah, that's really good.
And did Will turn up to that?
No, but
15 minutes late.
no, it wasn't that close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was much intention of turning up to that one. So you didn't fob us off and say we're 5 minutes away.
I did a drive-by visit.
But
Yeah.
but when you say visit, you didn't actually visit or stop, did you?
In
Just want
person,
to get this right. Just want to understand.
No, I was. I thought I was there on the phone if anyone needed me. But,
Yeah.
but it was. Yeah, no, I wasn't at that one either. But.
And this is really, that's just an honest, heartfelt question. How do we cope without Will? Because he lets us down all the time. But he is the best fun. He's the best fun ever. How do we cope, George?
Well, we just have to make do. We still
Improvise.
have fun, but yeah, when we do have the most fun when
Every distillery needs a Will, and that's not an exaggeration.
Most people hate goodbyes, but Will hates hellos. Will doesn't want to say hello or turn up to anything.
But I'm here today. And I wasn't late.
Hang on. We were doing this yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Is that true? Guess who didn't show up yesterday?
Yeah. I'll give you that.
Anyway, thank you for all your support. Thank you for buying and supporting Old Bakery Gin Distillery. We are a tiny gin distillery. We're actually plumbers, so this is everything that you see here is just all a hobby. We've got the greatest customers on the planet. We're we're genuinely very, very lucky of the 4,000 gins. So thank you for your support. And there is really a very small batch of Coronation Gin available. Please support us. Oh, I have to say, no public money went into this. And all the profit, not a percentage of profit, all of it, everything goes back to Ministry of Defence, good causes. It really does. Thank you. Say goodbye.
Thank you.
Cheers all.
And this is London's best gin.
Cheers, Scott.